All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another installment of the top 10 films of all time, according to Mr. Simply Super Dave. Yours truly. We've already started off our list earlier this week with number 10. True Romance came popping in there. A lot of people are like, what? Yeah. For me, it's just a fun, action, hilarious, great ensemble cast, great director, great screenwriting. Just a great movie. Definitely get your blood pumping. Just adrenaline all the way through. Number 9, we toned it down a bit with the 1999 Best Picture film, American Beauty, with Kevin Spacey and Annette Bening. The bag scene alone is what clinches it for me in this spot. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely see the movie American Beauty. Definitely a great film. Don't worry about the blacklist of actors. Just enjoy the movie. Forget all that crap. Then of course, number 8 was gonna be Titanic. But then I bumped Titanic off the list and bumped it past number 10 and decided to put one of my favorite movies in there that I probably would watch more than I would, Titanic at this point in time in my life, and that's The Big Lebowski. With Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, and Steve Buscemi, and Julianne Moore. Just an unbelievable, great movie. The Coen brothers directed this movie. It's wonderful. Oh, by the way, American Beauty was directed by Sam Mendes, who went on to marry Kate Winslet, actually. And so, let's see here. We got True Romance there, American Beauty at number 9. The Big Lebowski knocking Titanic out for number 8. So who's number 7 going to be? Well, number 7 is going to be a throwback to what I tell everybody is 1994, the greatest year in cinema movie history. This is the year that so many iconic movies came out. Maybe not the greatest of all time, but what a jam-packed year of just you would spend literally every week in the movie theater and see a blockbuster hit. It was a great year. This year, there was several pictures up for Best Picture, and those would include Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, and the winner, of course, Forrest Gump, which is our number 7 entry on my top 10 list. Forrest Gump, I don't have to say anything about. Like I mentioned earlier, I think pretty much everybody has seen this movie by now. And if you haven't, you've been under a rock. Or you just, I don't know. But Forrest Gump is a wonderful, great film. And I don't have to even say anything about it. Everything from historical value to comedy to drama to love. It's got the whole shit shebang. Well, one thing that made Forrest Gump stand out among all other films that year and really started a trend and that we haven't seen in Hollywood up until that point was the use of CGI in real world. And what I mean by that is usually CGI and special effects were always reserved for action, sci-fi movies, outer space stuff, just unimaginable things. No one ever thinks, let's use it to make Tom Hanks look like he's shaking hands with JFK or President Nixon or, whatever. They did such a wonderful job with this movie. You really question, was he, even though you knew he wasn't there. Tom Hanks wasn't there, but they did that good of a job. And at that time and place, it was groundbreaking and made the movie so rewatchable because you just wanted to see it again. That plus the use of blue screen, it's green screen now mostly, but blue screen was what it started out as, and that's how they got the effect of Lieutenant Dan's legs. Again, more special effects being used just to make something, a regular movie, more special, more accurate and detailed. And Robert Zemeckis just really outdid himself with this film. It was probably his best work ever, and he's done a lot of great things. Back to the Future, I mean, there you go, that's all I gotta say. How can you top Back to the Future? Forrest Gump. One thing's for sure, folks, Forrest Gump has left a lasting legacy on everybody. everything from scenes from the movies like Life's Like a Box of Chocolates, you never know what you're going to get, to Run, Forrest, Run. We all hear that so many times. And, of course, Jedi. We all love to hear Jedi. Oh, my gosh. But besides that, I mean, the tremendous acting. I remember the first time I heard Tom Hanks speak as Forrest Gump in the movie. I was like, this is going to take a little bit to get. By the end of the movie, it's just how I expected him to. He's just a tremendous actor, And at this point in time, he won, of course, another Best Actor award for Forrest Gump. But the year before, he also won Best Actor for a movie called Philadelphia. And if you've never seen this film and you're not homophobic, then I would suggest definitely watching Philadelphia. It stars, of course, Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington, and really an all-star cast in this movie as well. Antonio Banderas is even in it. Great movie. Great movie. Bruce Springsteen has a great song from it. It's tremendous movie. But at this point in time, Tom Hanks was really just on top of his game. I mean, seriously, the guy was just everywhere. Everything he did turned to gold. He was in that zone, so to speak. But yeah, I know a lot of people would have Forrest Gump in their top 10, and there ain't no surprise here that we're going to have it in my top 10 as well at number 7. More for the fact of what it did with special effects for me, and how they made it look realistic and unspecial effecty. Does that make sense? That makes sense, doesn't it? There's a dog barking in the background there. But anyway, that will be our 7th installment to the top 10 films of all time. Be sure to check back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so pretty sure we'll have a nice episode tomorrow to talk about things that's been going on in the world. And then later on, I'll drop number 6, which is going to be a very new addition to the top 10. And I had to weigh on my mind very heavily about putting this one in here, but it's an accumulation of a bunch of films. So, but it works. It works. It's something that Hollywood's never done before. But we'll get into that tomorrow. For now, if you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch Forrest Gump. Otherwise, check out the other movies that I've named off so far in our top 10. True Romance, American Beauty, The Big Lebowski, and Forrest Gump. All definitely top 2 thumbs up recommends from your old pal here, Simply Super Dave. Everybody have a wonderful Thursday night, and don't be too thirsty out there. Remember, love and laughter conquer hate and fear, so be a conqueror, not a victim.